All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Gunmala Kapoor. The headlines. Supreme Court seeks Maharashtra Governor's letters by 10:30 this morning on revocation of President's rule and inviting the BJP to form government in the state. Filing of nominations for third phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections ends today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi urges state governors to spread message of the good habit of water conservation amongst youth. In sports, Lakshya Sen wins Scottish Open badminton men's singles title. And India bagged 28 medals, including 13 gold, in the Under-15 Asian Wrestling Championship at Taichung, China. The political drama in Maharashtra continues even as government formation in the state has come under the Supreme Court's scrutiny. The Apex Court yesterday asked Solicitor General Tushar Mehta to place before it by 10:30 this morning the Governor's letters recommending revocation of President's rule and inviting Devendra Fadnavis to form government in Maharashtra. A bench of Justices N.V. Ramana, Ashok Bhushan and Sanjeev Khanna in an unprecedented special hearing on Sunday rejected the three-party combined plea seeking to direct a floor test within 24 hours. The court said this issue would be dealt with only after perusing the two letters. Meanwhile, hectic political activities continued till late last night in Mumbai. The Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress parties are getting fully ready in case of the Supreme Court directing for a floor test. NCP leader and newly sworn-in Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar met Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis at his official residence in Mumbai. It is also learnt that many of the NCP MLAs who had defected with Ajit Pawar are returning to the party fold and declaring their support to the NCP. Sharad Pawar and Shiv Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray held a series of meetings with their MLAs to reassure them of their prospects. BJP leader and Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis met his party MLAs to finalize their strategy for the impending floor test. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
After receiving the jolt on Saturday, Shiv Sena, NCP and Congress are not ready to take any risk and have become cautious to keep their numbers intact till the floor test. NCP shifted their MLAs to a different hotel from their earlier hotel. Even Shiv Sena followed its new ally to play safe and shifted its MLAs to a new place. On the other hand, NCP leader and Deputy CM Ajit Pawar met Devendra Fadnavis at his residence Varsha in Mumbai late in the night. However, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said they discussed the agrarian crisis during the meeting. Shailesh Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
The BJP, which emerged the largest party in the October 21 Assembly polls with 105 seats, claims to have the support of 14 MLAs, taking its tally effectively to 119. Today is the last day for filing of nominations for the third phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections. Scrutiny of papers will take place tomorrow. Candidates can withdraw their names till Thursday. The election for the third phase will be held on 12 December in 17 assembly constituencies spread over 8 districts, including Ranchi, Hazaribagh, Kodarma and Ramgarh. Campaigning is gaining momentum in the state, with leaders of all political parties holding rallies and public meetings across the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will today address 2 election rallies in the state. Our correspondent has more.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the first election meeting in Medininagar and second in Gumla. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha leader Hemant Soren, Jharkhand Vikas Morcha President Babulal Marandi and AJSU Chief Sudesh Kumar Mahato will also address a series of meetings in the areas where first phase of elections will be held on 30th November. Besides, Congress, RJD and left parties will also hold election rallies. JMM released 7th list of 13 candidates yesterday. Party Working President Hemant Soren will contest from 2 seats, Barhet and Dumka. With KK Lal's report from Ranchi, Anuja Bhardwajan, AIR News.
Meanwhile, the Congress and RJD had released their election manifestos yesterday. The Jharkhand Congress in charge, RPN Singh, released their manifesto in Ranchi. The party manifesto includes waiving of loans to farmers up to rupees 2 lakhs. It also promises that all vacant government posts will be filled up in the next 6 months and an unemployment allowance for youth. State RJD President Abhay Singh also released the party's manifesto in Ranchi. It includes permanent status for Anganwadi Sevikas and paramedical staff, and a law to prevent mob lynching in the state. The 81-member Jharkhand Assembly will go to the polls in 5 phases between 30th November and 20th December. Counting of votes will be taken up on the 23rd of December. In West Bengal, voting has begun for by-elections in 3 assembly seats at Karimpur in Nadia, Kaliaganj in North Dinajpur and Kharagpur in East Midnapur amidst tight security. The Kaliaganj seat fell vacant due to the death of Congress MLA Pramanathan Roy, while the Karimpur and Kharagpur seats were vacated as the MLAs were elected to the Lok Sabha. More from our correspondent.
The by-polls ahead of 2021 assembly elections in West Bengal will have political ramifications as it is being held in the shadow of proposed implementation of NRC and tabling of the Citizenship Amendment Bill in the Parliament. For BJP, the challenge is to maintain its performance in the parliamentary polls in the state, whereas the Trinamool Congress will try to regain its lost political ground. The by-polls will also decide the fate of alliance between Congress and CPIM. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged state governors to inculcate the message of the good habit of water conservation amongst the youth and student community. He also requested them to seek out ways to help publicize the message of traditional water-related festivals like Pushkaram. The Prime Minister was addressing the 50th Conference of Governors, which concluded in New Delhi yesterday. He said the discussion on Jal Jeevan Mission in the conference reflected the priority given by the government to water conservation and water management techniques. Talking about the development of tribal areas, the Prime Minister asked for appropriate use of technology and the adoption of progressive schemes in the sphere of sports and youth development. BJP Working President JP Nadda has said that the government is committed to promote the Mithila language as it reflects India's culture. Addressing the Mithila Vibhuti Smriti Parv Samaroh in New Delhi, Mr. Nadda said the culture of Mithila signifies the ideas of bringing everyone together and Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
चाहे वो अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी हों, चाहे वो नरेंद्र मोदी जी हों, सबके विचार और नेतृत्व में एक बात थी और है कि विविधता में एकता लाने में सबको साथ जोड़ करके चलना, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, ये सब मिथिला में इमेंस है.
The Railways is planning to cover its entire network of 68,000-kilometer route with an automatic train protection system in a phased manner. Addressing the 62nd annual day of the Indian Railways Institute of Signal Engineering and Telecommunication in Hyderabad, Railways Board Chairman Vinod Kumar Yadav said as a pilot project, the system would be implemented on a 650-kilometer route of the Golden Quadrilateral Corridor connecting the 4 metros of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. The Uttar Pradesh government is launching a massive immunization campaign against filariasis or filaria from today. The central government has set the year 2021 as the deadline for complete eradication of filaria in the country. A report.
Under this campaign, more than 65,000 teams of health workers will distribute medicines to around 6.5 crore people in 19 districts. Till 10 December, campaign will be launched by Health and Family Welfare Minister Jai Pratap Singh, who told AIR that at present, there are 1.2 lakh cases of filaria in these 19 districts. State head of the campaign, Dr. VP Singh, told AIR that last year, as a pilot project, triple drug therapy was tested in 5 districts of country, including Varanasi. And since the results were quite encouraging, Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
And now, news from the cine world.
India's biggest film festival, IFFI 2019, the Golden Jubilee of India's International Film Festival. Join us on All India Radio News for all about IFFI at 50.
The International Film Festival of India, IFFI at Goa, is seeing all the hustle and bustle expected of its 50th edition. Various sections like World Panorama, Foreign Kaleidoscope and Soul of Asia have acquainted delegates with the gems of world cinema. IFFI will also present films by renowned filmmaker Takashi Miike.
The Golden Jubilee edition of IFFI honors a well-known author in its Filmmaker in Focus section. This time, Japanese Takashi Miike has been chosen. His work has achieved cult status due to his films mixing distinctly different genres and creating exceptional movies. Today, the festival will showcase one of the director's most popular films. Audition released almost 2 decades ago and is a disturbing Japanese thriller. A son sets up a fake audition to get a date for his widowed father, but things take a dramatic and deadly turn. Miike's other films like Dead or Alive have already played to packed audiences during the festival, so keep tuned in to IFFI Updates with AIR News to know more about exciting films and filmmakers. For IFFI at 50, this is Ankita from Goa.
In the United States, Michael Bloomberg has announced that he is running for the post of president. He joins a list of 17 Democrat candidates seeking to take on President Donald Trump. 77-year-old Bloomberg said he is running for president to defeat Mr. Trump and to rebuild America. Bloomberg, a former New York mayor with a personal fortune of $50 billion, said he cannot afford 4 more years of President Trump. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, at least 29 people were killed when a small plane crashed into a densely populated area of the city of Goma after takeoff yesterday. The North Kivu regional government said a survivor among the 19 people on board, along with 16 others injured on ground, were taken to hospitals. It added that at this stage, 29 bodies have been found in the rubble. In badminton, India's Lakshya Sen has won the Scottish Open men's singles title, defeating Brazilian Igor Coelho to seal his 4th title in 3 months. Entering the tournament as top seed, the world number 41 registered a win in 56 minutes to claim the title in Glasgow. In wrestling, India concluded its campaign at the Under-15 Asian Championships with 28 medals, including 13 gold, 14 silver and a bronze. The superb show by Indian grapplers continued as they won 5 gold on the last day at Taichung in China yesterday. Led by 2019 cadet World Championship bronze medalist Deepak Chahal, the freestyle grappler captured 4 gold, while 1 gold came in the Greco-Roman category. The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak today, will bring you a discussion on our Constitution, fundamental duties and rights of citizens. This can be heard on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions from the experts in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Paul Totham.
Thank you, Gunmala. The Supreme Court asking the Centre for relevant documents pertaining to the swearing-in of Devendra Fadnavis as Maharashtra Chief Minister before allowing a floor test comprise the top headlines in most papers. The Asian Age writes, Supreme Court seeks Governor's and Fadnavis's letters. Even as the Hindu says that Prime Minister Modi commends the patience and maturity shown by people after the Supreme Court verdict on Ayodhya, the Indian Express highlights that the National Commission for Minorities Chairman, Mr. Hassan Rizvi, has said that Muslims should refrain from filing a review plea against the earlier Supreme Court ruling. On top of the world, headlines the Hindu, and India continuing its winning ways with a 2-0 series win against Bangladesh. It's the first team in the history of Test cricket to record 4 consecutive inning wins, successfully wrapping up a day-night pink test. And finally, the Times of India informs us that climate change could have ended ancient Gujarat settlements. Latest excavations in Karim Shahi and Vigakot sites in Kutch dating back to 2100 BC reveals that climate change, decline in rainfall, drying up rivers and changing weather patterns probably led to migration of entire settlements. And with that, it's back to you, Gunmala.
Thank you, Paul. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Supreme Court seeks Maharashtra Governor's letters by 10:30 this morning on revocation of President's rule and inviting the BJP to form government in the state. Filing of nominations for third phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections ends today. And India bagged 28 gold medals, including 13 gold in the Under-15 Asian Wrestling Championship.